Good evening, everybody. We're going to get started in a second. You guys having your first good day back from Christmas. Some of you are back at work already. Some of you are still on vacation. Mr. Ross, good evening and happy holidays to you. What's going on, Trentino? Mr. Robinson. Miguel, what's up? Cindy, good evening. We will not be long at all tonight. I've got a presentation that's coming up in 40 minutes. So I just want to cover 2 articles this evening. Hope everybody's had a good Christmas. We're on our march to the new year now. What's happening, Mr. Duncan? Congratulations to Mr. Duncan. Making $100,000 in the crypto space in about 3.5 months, if that. It's an awesome job. 100K. All right, let's go ahead and get started now because I've got a presentation at 40 minutes. So we're going to get you guys just 2 articles tonight. We're going to start with some nerd talk because I saw this. I haven't read it yet, and I don't know what impact this is going to have on Bitcoin. Let me put this link to this article in the chat box. So what it is, better late than never. Bitcoin SegWit 2X scheduled for December 28th. That's 2 days from now. I haven't heard much talk of this lately. So that's why I hate nerd talk, but I need to pay attention. So you can read along with me or, just listen. Last week, the SegWit 2X team indicated in a CCN press release that they were planning to move forward with their proposed hard fork in the coming weeks. Now, SegWit 2X lead developer Jaap Turlo has confirmed on the project's website that the team will finally execute the fork on December 28th. Originally scheduled for November, the development team canceled the fork amidst controversy and schisms in the community. In an official statement, the team recognized that they had not built sufficient consensus for a clean block size upgrade at this time. It says, foregoing the fork in an effort to keep the community together. The project's updated roadmap now lists December 28th as the set date for the fork, and in his recent announcement, Turlo confirmed these developments. Our team will carry out the Bitcoin hard fork, which was planned for mid-November, arguing that commission and transaction speed within the Bitcoin network has reached extraordinary values. Turlo believes that it is almost impossible to use it as a means of payment. I mean, yeah. How high are the fees right now, guys? How long has it taken for the transactions? In hopes of fixing these issues, that's why I'm paying attention to this, the SegWit 2X fork will reduce block times to 2.5 minutes and increase block size to 4 megabytes. That's doubling it. This is a huge deal. It says, 'tis the season to be forking. Bitcoin already forked 4 times this year, giving us Bitcoin Cash in August, Bitcoin Gold in November, Bitcoin Diamond, and Super Diamond in December. Did you guys even hear about that? I do these freaking lives twice a day. I didn't hear about no Bitcoin Diamond and a Super Bitcoin. Some of you probably caught that. I missed that. All of these currencies marched into the scene with their own scalability, privacy, and mining centralization solutions. Shockingly, this list doesn't even begin to touch the unvetted forks rumored for the coming months, which includes Bitcoin God. What? There's a coin called Bitcoin God, Bitcoin Silver, Bitcoin Uranium, Lightning Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash Plus. I'm sure you did, James. James Davis knew what was up. Unlike these unconfirmed forks, however, it seems certain now that SegWit 2x will join the forked fold. For months, only trading of 2x futures has been carried out on some exchanges. According to Turlo, the most notable being HitBTC. Including HitBTC, Binance, GDAX, and BTCC have confirmed their support of the fork. Come forking day, Jap Turlo promises that all BTC holders will receive not only B2X, that's what this is called, B2X in the ratio of 1:1, but also a proportional number of Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoins as a reward for their commitment to progress. What does that mean? A significant proportion number of his Bitcoins. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't even claim to fully understand all of the different coins and the forks and the functions, but all I care about is this. Is there an answer to the high fees and long confirmation times of the current Bitcoin? And what is going on out there to fix it? So if this, here's my question though. This SegWit 2x, is that going to fix the current Bitcoin, or the new 4 megabyte block and the double the transaction speed and the lower fees, is that only happening on the new coin? That's the question, because that's what Bitcoin Cash does. Bitcoin Cash is cheaper. It's much larger. I think that's 8 MB. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But 4 MB, that's double, because currently Bitcoin is at 2 MB. All right, enough of the nerd talk. Let's get into, well, this might be more nerd talk. Trader bets $1 million that Bitcoin price will reach $50,000 in 2018. So those of you guys who still think that Bitcoin is too expensive right now, you might want to get in on the game. Let me put the link to that article right here. This is actually old article I've been saving. I just never had time to cover because of so much news over the last couple of days before Christmas. So here's what this article states. An unknown trader or group of traders has placed a $1 million bet that the Bitcoin price will reach $50,000 by the end of 2018. As first reported by the Wall Street Journal, trading data from LedgerX, the first U.S. exchange to list Bitcoin derivatives, shows that an unidentified trader or group of traders paid $990,000 for the right to purchase up to 275 Bitcoins in 2018 at a price of $50,000 each. Now, let me mute my phone here so you guys won't hear those chimes. There we go. All right, the bet was made using a call option, a contract that allows the buyer to purchase an asset at a particular price on or before a specific date, no matter what the current market price is. In this case, the buyer or buyers paid an average of $3,600 per Bitcoin, a fee roughly equivalent to 1/5 of a Bitcoin at today's exchange rate, to lock in a price of $50,000 until December 28, 2018. If the trader exercises the full value of that option, they will have to pay $13,750,000, bringing the full value of their investment to nearly $15 million. Although the trader remains unidentified, LedgerX CEO Paul Chow hinted that the bet was indicative of rising interest from institutional investors, many of whom remained on the sidelines due to the lack of robust Bitcoin derivatives markets on regulated exchanges. Without a doubt, there are institutions out there that are looking at these types of trades or have done these types of trades, Mr. Chow told the Journal. It's not an individual, let's put it that way. So it's like a group or a company. It would be funny if it's Jamie Dimon himself. The bet is incredibly bullish, indicating that the trader believes there is a significant chance the Bitcoin price will continue its meteoric trend into the new year, even as Bitcoin bulls like Pantera Capital's Dan Morehead warn that a bear market may lie on the horizon. Just to break even, the Bitcoin price will need to reach $53,600, plus the cost of trading fees, representing an increase of approximately 320% from its current value of $16,764. According to the CCM Bitcoin Price Index, this means that effectively, the Bitcoin price could triple over the next year and the buyer would still lose money on the trade. This group is going all in. However, if the Bitcoin price does manage to replicate this year's unprecedented performance in 2018, it could prove to be the trade of a lifetime. What do they say? Scared money don't make money? The trade of a lifetime. Look at the difference between, if you go to November 2016, Bitcoin price was like $720. It got all the way almost to $20,000 1 year later. $20,000 1 year later. Is anybody think that that's going to reverse in 2018? The real question is just how high will it go? Experts they're already saying at least $500 billion more is going to be dropped on the Bitcoin space in the next 6 months. So it's going to double in the next 6 months. You know how exponential growth is. Would you rather have $1 million up front or a penny a day doubled for a year? This thing is meteoric right now. And we are still the early birds, which leads me to something else. And I shared that this morning. I was talking to a partner of mine, Jairus Coleman. And we had a conversation in August 2017. I also kind of had the same conversation with another business partner of mine, Tim Miller. And personally, that was one of the lowest times in my business career. I'm 41 years old since I was 22. One of the lowest points. And we were just discussing the future and our options on things that we need to do. And we were in the crypto space, but we hadn't yet invested in it. We were doing all of our research. We were learning this space. We were knowing what Bitcoin is, what blockchain is, what mining is, what are good areas where money is being made in this space that you can get involved in if you don't have a lot of resources to start with. So we were looking at all of those. We were looking at all the different programs. And when we decided to pull the trigger, I remember telling Jairus, I said, you know what? By the end of the year, our conversation is going to be different. And when we were talking today, guess what? Our conversation today is completely different than it was 4 months ago. 4 months ago, we were like, okay, and they could back me up. My goal was to get to a point that come January 2018, I was making at least $3,600 a month in passive income, meaning whether I got out of bed or not, letting my money work for me. That was my goal, to have $3,600 a month in passive income coming in, because I knew if I could start off the year like that, then my work ethic could carry over to make the difference, because you can't live on $3,600 in California. But at least I knew that was coming in whether I got out of bed or not. And then I put my head down on my hustle would carry to make a couple more $1,000s a month. That was a goal. And at the time, that was a goal that we weren't sure was attainable. We were like, man, that's a stretch, but we got to stretch ourselves. That's how we were talking. Like, man, we could just get to $7,000 to $8,000 a month. Passive income, we're good. You fast forward 4.5 months now. Our conversation isn't just get to $3,600 a month. Our conversation now is, where am I going to put an extra $20,000 a month to invest? What are we going to do making at least $1 million in 2018? What is the end of January going to look like if we're doing 60 to 100K just in the month of January alone? That's just starting off the year. And then we were talking about what our conversation 1 year from now is going to look like. When we have several million in the bank, and we're looking at diversifying and building our portfolio into real estate, into stocks, into gold, into other precious metals, the traditional type of stuff, on top of what we have in the crypto space, into maybe restaurant chains and things like that, property. So you've got to have a plan and then take advantage of it, take action. And nobody right now that's on here, nobody should be in the same situation they are in right now 1 year from now. If you are, complete shame on you. Nobody should. Your lifestyle 1 year from now should be drastically different than it is right now, because you're in a space where so much money is flowing through. It's impossible to be in the same situation just by getting the crumbs. You know, how we go from, just example, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, traditionally nobody makes no money. A Sunday and a Monday, I woke up more than $1,700 at the end of Christmas during 2-day vacation. Let your money work for you. See, most people are going to go into 2018 with this goal. They want to lose more weight and make more money. That's the New Year's resolution. They may not know how they're going to make more money. They know that's what they're going to do. So they're going to hop in things that they know. Maybe I get a better job. Maybe my MLM company, I hit the top rank in the company. Maybe I get a bonus. Maybe my tax return is going to be good this year. Everybody's coming off Christmas broke as a joke, and they're just trying to survive through the month of January until that tax return comes in February and March. Then you're living good for about 3 or 4 months. That's what most people are thinking. Trading time for money. You want more money, you got to work more hours, right? Wrong. How about letting money work for you? Money doesn't sleep. Money doesn't take a vacation. Money doesn't talk back. Money doesn't get sick. Money doesn't have an attitude. Money only does what you tell it to do. It's the wealth principle. Let your money work for you. So the question for each of you is, entering 2018, are you involved in anything that is allowing money to work for you, whether it's short-term or long-term? If the answer is no, do everything in your power between now and January 1st to get involved in something. I don't care what it is. You ain't got to be involved in what I'm doing, because my way isn't right for everybody. There's no such thing as somebody's doing something better than somebody else. Not in this space. Find somebody that you trust that's actually making it happen and get involved. Get yourself involved. You can't win the game if you're not even in the game. For those of you that are completely lost, or you want to know what it is that I do, guess what? 15 minutes from now, I will be doing a presentation on what's going to make me over $1 million in 2018. So for those of you that want that, you got to shoot me a private message for what that link is. It's the same link as always. For those of you that don't know. But we're getting started in 15 minutes. In fact, as soon as I log off now, I'm going to open up the room, and I'm going to start playing some educational videos, and then we're going to get started at the top of the hour. But if not with me, do something. Get involved in something. Make 2018 the best year you have ever had. Don't keep watching the news and seeing all these other people making money, and you're not. And think, I can't afford a Bitcoin. It's too expensive. You don't have to. See, I don't buy Bitcoin. I earn it. I haven't bought Bitcoin since August. And what I bought in August was $100 worth. I flipped $100 into $82,000 in 4.5 months. And that's nothing, because we plan on doing that per month in 2018. What I did in 4 months, every single month. I don't say that lightly, and I don't say that to brag. But we put in the work, and now you must as well. So with that, thank you guys for joining us. Bitcoin Brandon out. I will see you in 15 minutes. Actually, in 5 minutes, because I'm opening up the room right now. And then I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening. And take some time off and keep playing with the kids. All right, guys, you enjoy your evening. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.